You've probably heard about black holes, mysterious, slightly terrifying objects out there in the universe that swallow everything around them. But there's something nobody seems to seriously talk about. What if we're not just looking at black holes? What if we're actually inside one? This isn't one of those wild theories floating around YouTube. Here, everything will be based on real science and what we can actually prove. Some of the world's top physicists are seriously discussing this. And the more you read about it, the harder it becomes to dismiss the idea entirely. So let's start from the beginning. Where did this idea come from? And why are more and more scientists beginning to believe it? A black hole is usually described as a region with such strong gravity that nothing, not even light, can escape it. But it's not just about swallowing things. Black holes are more like boundaries between what we understand and what lies beyond. And this is where things start to get really strange. Some scientists believe that when a massive star collapses and becomes a black hole, it doesn't just vanish. Instead, it bends space and time so extremely that a completely new universe can form inside, not as a metaphor, but as a real, physical universe. Maybe one that's totally separate from our own. Or maybe ours. Could it be that everything we know, galaxies, stars, planets, was born from the collapse of a giant star in some other universe? That would mean the Big Bang wasn't the beginning of everything. It was the birth of a new beginning, from the end of something else. And if this is even slightly possible, then the next question becomes even more unsettling. If we're inside a black hole, how big is it? And more importantly, what's on the other side? That's what we'll look at next. Does the universe have an edge? And if it does, what's waiting beyond it? If you're ready, the real mystery starts now. We're already deep into the subject now. We didn't just ask, what if we're inside a black hole? We saw that this idea might have scientific grounds, but there are still some core questions we haven't answered. If we really are inside it, where exactly are we? What does that even mean? And is there any way to test or prove it? Let's put aside the empty words and vague theories and look at what science actually says. If we were inside a black hole, we wouldn't feel it. Nothing would seem strange, because everything we know, time, space, matter, is already inside it. To us, this just feels like the universe. But here's the main point. What we call the edge of the universe may not be an edge at all. It could be the inner wall of the black hole that surrounds us. Put simply, when we look in every direction as far as we can, we may actually be looking at the inner surface of a black hole. That's why the universe might appear limited, symmetric, and even so orderly that it feels unnatural. Now, real physics enters the picture. According to Einstein's equations, when a massive star collapses, space and time bend so much that a point called a singularity forms, a point of infinite density. But some modern theories, such as quantum gravity, say that this collapse doesn't end in total destruction. Instead, the collapse creates a bounce. From the collapse of the star, a new universe is born inside. A real, expanding universe. Invisible from the outside, but completely real to those inside. And we are the ones living inside it. If black holes can create new universes, then this brings us to an even bigger question. What about our own black holes? Could every black hole we've discovered so far be the seed of a new universe? Are black holes not just destroyers, but also creators? If so, could it be that our universe is the child of another, and that we are creating our own child universes? Let's now look at what science has to say about this amazing and incredibly important question. We are now facing one of the most astonishing ideas in modern theoretical physics. Can black holes really create new universes? And more importantly, are we doing it ourselves without even realizing it? If our universe was truly born inside a black hole, then every black hole we've observed until now could be doing the same. Each of them, with its own time, space, and perhaps entirely different laws of physics, could be the gateway to a completely new universe. Let's go step by step. When a massive star collapses under its own gravity, it becomes a black hole. This has already been scientifically confirmed. But what happens inside that collapse? This is where the real mystery lies. Density. becomes infinite. Time nearly stops. But here's the shocking part. According to some modern models, this collapse doesn't end in destruction. On the contrary, it results in a cosmic bounce. And this bounce could cause the birth of a new, expanding universe inside the black hole. A completely independent reality, separate from the original universe. So that small and invisible singularity point may hold a reality as large and complex as our own universe inside, just like our universe may have once begun in the same way. From here, a very radical idea emerges. Every black hole in our universe could be the beginning of a completely new universe, and that means we are not alone. There are many other universes, each born from the collapse of a different star. This is not just fantasy. Physicists, like Lee Smolin, have proposed a theory called cosmological natural selection. According to him, universes reproduce through black holes, and perhaps the reason our universe is suitable for life is because it is successful at creating new black holes. Let's think about that for a moment. Black holes don't just clean the universe, they multiply it. If this is true, then we are not just in a random existence. We are inside a system that is evolving, growing, and multiplying. All of this leads to an even bigger and more complete question. If universes are creating new universes through black holes, then how? And where did the first black hole come from? How did everything begin? And is there really such a thing as a beginning? Let's look at the scientific answers to these core and final questions and conclude this idea with the final part of this video. We have come a long way. We started with the question, what if we're inside a black hole? And we've seen that this theory is not only possible, but also a deeply transformative idea. But now we face the final and most important question. If every black hole creates a universe, where did the first black hole come from? How did everything begin? The honest answer? Science doesn't fully know this yet. But let's talk about what we do know. If we reverse the expansion of the universe, we reach a starting point with infinite density. This is what we call the Big Bang. But some physicists believe something else. The Big Bang was not actually the beginning. It might have been the bounce inside a black hole from another universe. So, not creation from nothing, but the transformation of something into another form. This idea changes everything. Maybe the universe wasn't created by a single beginning. Maybe it's part of an eternal cycle. Stars collapse, black holes form, new universes are born. And in those new universes, more stars, more collapse, more black holes, and more universes. No edge, no center, no real beginning, just infinite evolution. This is not science fiction, this is modern theoretical physics. And with more powerful telescopes, quantum models, and data from deep space, we are gradually testing these extraordinary ideas. Now, the word is yours. If you've come this far into the video, it means you're not just someone curious, you're a thinker. And we are creating this content exactly for people like you. Thoughtful, science-based, and mind-opening content. And if you want to go even deeper, we've made a special video, The Truth About the Big Bang. You can find it in the I button above, in the description box, and at the end screen of this video. If this video gave you value, please do us a small favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave your thoughts in the comments. We read every single one. Do you think our universe could be the child of another? Wherever this video ends, that one continues from there, because this might not be the end.